Progress is a way of life in America, fast-moving and constantly changing. I'm Greg Gumbel, and from business to technology, from the bustling cities to the peaceful suburbs, we're going to take you coast to coast, showing you today what you're going to be talking about tomorrow. Welcome to Eye on America. As a sportscaster, as well as a fan, I can attest to America's love for sports. This next story is sure to catch your attention.
Most major sports leagues have a minor league farm system for assessing and developing potential new players. Traditionally, the NFL has looked to the college teams for this purpose. But are all genuinely talented players getting an equal opportunity for the few spots that open up on major league rosters?
A farm system was needed. Basically, it's been a principle that's been put in place by many other leagues and developed by many other leagues, i.e. the Major League Baseball, basketball has the D-League, and you even have NHL has AHL. So I felt it was very important for the NFL to actually have a developmental system for their players that they can move up and down, that they could truly get an evaluation on players coming up through the leagues.
In order to address this inequity, a brand new football league is making its debut, the United National Gridiron League. The UNGL intends to serve young, aspiring players, as well as the existing professional football system, by offering a training ground. Here, talented new players can explore their potential and have the opportunity to be seen in action by big league scouts.
The goal of the UNGL is to provide a platform for athletes to demonstrate their skills in professional football, as well as a place for them to develop skills. A lot of the young men went to college, may not have gotten the exposure or the opportunity they thought they deserved. The UNGL provides a second chance for those athletes to get a second look at some of the pro leagues that they're going to be targeting.
The UNGL is seeking franchisees to operate 22 teams nationwide. These teams will generate revenues within the communities in which they're based. Therefore, aspiring players will have a source of income during their development for up to 2 years. Far from competing against the NFL, these teams will work to support the major league by nurturing new talent.
Our relationship with the NFL stems from our meeting that we had with them back in December. In that meeting, we talked about how the timing was right for a developmental football system, how they were looking forward to creating a working relationship with us. And based on those communications and that meeting there, we feel very comfortable of building a long-term relationship with the NFL and sending our players to them.
Since the rules of play will be identical to those of the NFL, players will be well trained for the big league. The UNGL season will kick off each January, with championships scheduled held just before the NFL draft in April.
The reason that we set our schedule up the way it is that we wanted to make sure that our season began primarily after the NFL season ended. It gave them an opportunity to free up their scouts and player personnel to come to our practices, come to our games, and give our athletes maximum exposure and evaluation. Also, some of the athletes that they feel are worthy of a professional opportunity, they'll be able to include them on their draft board for the NFL draft that typically is at the last end of April.
Games will be played on campus football fields at local colleges signed by the league. Players will be culled from the ranks of collegiate football. Many schools have early graduation programs in place to enable their athletes to complete their academic careers before embarking on their future in sports. Team owners will spring from the entrepreneurs in 22 of the top sports markets in the country. The fans will consist of those who are lucky enough to live, work, and play in those 22 cities. A commissioner and front office staff will be hired to manage the league. The United National Gridiron League's inaugural season is set for a February 2010 kickoff. To learn more about this story, visit United National Gridiron League at www.ungleague.com.